Happy Valentine's Day. You're listening to Diligent Loiter, diligentloiter.com. We're serious about doing nothing. This is episode 105 with Dan Sciolino.
Hi, Dan.
Hey.
How are you?
Hey, Dan.
I'm well.
Happy Valentine's Day, Dan.
Thanks, Joe.
Will you be our Valentine?
Oh, you know it.
Awesome.
Very awesome. I'm glad you were able to come in today. That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Speaking of Dan Sciolino, remember at the karaoke wedding how every time Dan requested a song, you purposely pronounced his last name wrong?
Yes. Dan Scalino, Scoliano,
Scoliosis.
Sciolino.
Dan Sciolino, come on up.
Sciolino.
Yep.
It was so much fun. I loved it. It was great.
Yeah.
There's so many iterations.
Mike,
So many.
you're married to me. You know how to pronounce her last name. He's like, I'm doing it on purpose.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Valentine's Day. So that's fun. Valentine's Day is fun.
Yeah.
The day after Valentine's Day is more fun.
Yeah, you know what we're doing, Dan?
What are you doing?
We're going shopping for Valentine's Day candy tomorrow and giving it to each other on Sunday because it's cheat day.
Well, Saturday. We're switching it up. For
Yeah, Saturday.
But we're going to go, and I'm going
It's
to
going to be
get
discounted
the biggest candy heart box ever
for half
for
off.
half off.
That's not too bad.
No, it's a
So-
great
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah, seriously.
That means you get the same amount of candy for half price or twice as much candy.
I like the twice as much candy.
Yeah. It's like when you get a coupon for 20% off of wine.
Yeah.
And it's really a coupon for 20% more wine. We get those.
True.
In the mail.
240% more wine.
Well, yeah. We're like, well, I'm going to save some money, so I might as well spend.
Get an
Even
extra
more.
bottle, you know.
Yeah, you know.
The thing we did last year with the candy, we were watching at CVS. They had the big box, like the big heart candy box.
The diabetes in a box.
Yeah, they're ridiculously big. And it kept staying there because they didn't have the price on it. It
Yeah.
just said 50% off. And then a week later, 60% off. We got it for what, 75% off? And it
Yeah.
was like a $20.
What, to just go up like percentage every week or so?
Yeah, until it sold.
Yeah.
But they
Just
didn't
keep an eye
have,
on these
because they
things.
they shove it all into one area. So
Oh, okay.
nothing has prices. It just says 50% off.
Yeah.
75% off. So we got the big box. It was cheap. It was like $20 or less. And it
good?
was huge.
Oh, yeah. And that's why we're doing the Body for Life challenge.
Yeah, no, yeah, real question. How long did that last you?
Oh, I think we ate it in, 3 days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like solid eating chocolate, though.
Yeah.
like-
championship status.
Yeah, like endurance.
We went hard.
It was an event, marathon.
It was like the Olympics of chocolate eating.
Yeah, although if you go to any of the stores today, we're at like the dollar store, a couple other places, they have all their St. Patrick's Day stuff out already, and it's
Oh, yeah.
Valentine's Day today.
I've seen Easter stuff everywhere. Like I was trying to find the like Little Debbie hearts.
Yeah, we were
the
on cheat
zebra
day.
cake hearts
Yeah.
Yeah.
on Sunday.
Oh, so
All
good.
I could find was Easter stuff.
They don't make Easter egg ones of those though. They should.
It's super weird.
Really weird.
Yeah.
Cadbury eggs though. Could you imagine if they made giant Cadbury eggs? They make minis. Why don't they make giants?
I would be all about a giant Cadbury egg
Oh my
right now.
god! Can you
Yeah.
imagine just one that you could hold with both hands and it was like a spoon for
A
the cream?
Fabergé Cadbury egg.
What does that mean? Fabergé.
It's just like decorative eggs, but like they're big eggs usually. Can you imagine like if they made ostrich
Yeah.
Cadbury eggs?
Yeah, definitely.
The Cadbury ostrich.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love how for Halloween they have the Cadbury Scream eggs. Have you seen those? They have green filling. Because that means you get the Cadbury eggs twice a year.
Yeah. Don't they just straight up sell them year round now, though?
Usually,
Probably on the internet.
no. In stores you can get it pretty
Yeah.
much all the
Really?
time.
That's what I thought.
Oh. Well, I shouldn't hear these things.
Yeah, you've been talking about chocolate a lot more since you started Body for Life,
Yeah. Yep.
or food in general.
Yep.
Yeah, because we're not eating it.
Yeah. No, we're eating food. We're just not eating
Junk.
junk, except on Sundays.
It's going well. We're doing pretty
Yeah.
darn well with it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And it's cool because we're not telling each other. Like, when Joe steps on the scale, I record it, but I don't tell him. So he doesn't know what he's lost, and I don't know what I've lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does it work as far as like meal planning, all that stuff?
Oh, I think we kind of went over it briefly last time, but it's 6 small meals a day.
Yeah.
You do 1 protein and 1 carb, and the protein's the size of your palm. The carb is the size of your fist. And then at least 2 servings of vegetables a day, 10 glasses of water a day, and Sunday's cheat day. And then for fat, I think you get like the size of your thumb a day, like a tablespoon. It sounds like about.
Got it. So like portion control, just See, it seems like.
And then like the typical bodybuilder workouts. So it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday is lifting. So it kind of alternates between upper body and lower body. And then Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday is the HIIT training, the high intensity interval cardio.
Yeah, I love
stuff.
it.
So yeah. So feel good.
Yeah, all good stuff, and that's the important thing. So it means they'll help you stick with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, making it happen. So.
And for the planning, we got a cookbook
by Bill Phillips.
Yeah, it's really
Eating
good.
for Life. It's actually really good.
Yeah, 3 of the meals, like most, there's only really 2 meals a day that are different. The rest are pretty much the same.
Yeah, we keep them pretty much the same.
It's dinner and lunch. We do planned overs. Instead of leftovers, they're planned overs. We plan ahead by making extra. So we have whatever we have for dinner the night before, we have for lunch the next day. And Nikki's been picking the, running ideas by me and planning it out
like
every Sunday.
Last night was like turkey, sloppy joes on wheat.
So good.
Yeah, it's really good. We made that actually a couple of weeks ago. So we had that for dinner last night and then lunch today. And then before that, I think Monday was tuna noodle casserole with wheat noodles. So and like mushroom soup and on it and stuff. And tuna.
And tonight is a shrimp boil.
Yeah, we're going to do shrimp boil.
Nice.
Because it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, so like shrimp
what?
and corn and potatoes. Probably a little more carbs than we need. Oh, yeah, and sausage. Might be a little bigger portion than we're planning. And
What is Valentine's Day?
But it's Valentine's Day, so we're going to splurge a little bit.
Go for it.
Yeah.
So, CNN released these statistics.
They did.
About Valentine's Day this year.
Yeah.
About today.
It's February 14th.
It is.
Every year.
It is. But these are all like projected estimates of what people are going to be spending this year. 19.6 billion is the projected Valentine's Day spending in the United States, according to the annual estimates by the National Retail Federation. The average amount that U.S. consumers are estimated to spend for Valentine's Day related gifts this year, take a guess. Like per person, the average amount estimated to be spent.
Let's say $50.
Nikki?
$200.
Ooh, Dan wins. Price is Right rules. $143.56.
Oh, we didn't specify.
That's at a big price point.
That's
Can
lot.
I just say, though, if everybody waited until the day after Valentine's Day, instead of 19.6, it'd be 9.8 billion.
Yeah, and instead
That's
of spending
quite a savings.
$144,
That's valid,
you're spending, not $144.
Half of that. Math.
Total spending on jewelry for Valentine's. Total, like, everybody.
A lot.
4.7 billion.
I was going to say in the billions, yeah.
4.7 billion.
That's a lot.
Percentage of Americans buying gift cards for today.
That's a lame Valentine's Day gift.
That kind of is.
It's 15%.
It's a cop-out.
15%.
That's a cop-out, yeah. Unless you're
I
using
didn't
the
get
gift
Nikki
card.
anything.
No, we're getting
doing
each
that
other
for
tomorrow.
Saturday.
We're being
Because we don't want to give each other candies and stuff.
If we give each other
today.
candy today, we're going to eat it today. So
When
we're
it's
just going to
not
get it
cheat
on
day.
sale and eat it on
And that
cheat
just
day.
shows that you know each other very well.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Huh.
Per capita spending on Valentine gifts for pets. $5.50.
Were we supposed to get Judo something?
I think we're supposed to get Judo and Coco something.
And Coco?
Oops.
Judo got to go to doggy daycare and Coco got a day of relaxation at the Kenyon household.
Yes, true.
That is fair.
Yep.
Ooh, the number of single people in America age 18 and older
50%?
in 2016, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. This group of divorced, widowed, separated, and never marrieds made up 47.3% of all residents. There are single people in 2016, 115.78 million single people. All the single ladies.
Yeah.
Approximately 144 million cards are exchanged on Valentine's Day.
Damn.
Oops.
Um,
You're telling me all these things that I forgot to do today.
The year conversation hearts were first created by the New England Confectionery
Are
Company.
those little
Go.
sugar things that don't taste good?
1908.
Lower.
like earlier?
Yeah.
0 BC.
1866.
That explains why they taste like chalk.
Yeah, they don't taste very
Because
good.
they haven't changed the recipe since 1866.
Yeah.
75% is the chocolate's share of the total amount of U.S. Valentine's candy sales. Makes sense. Chocolate's everywhere this day. 32% of American adults surveyed by online statistics firm Statista in 2017 who said they would probably have sex on Valentine's Day. 32% of people who were surveyed.
Get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The almost $1 billion is the amount that victims in the U.S. and Canada have lost to online dating scammers and catfishers over the past 3 years.
On Valentine's Day or just in general?
Just in general. That's too many.
That's
Yeah.
a lot.
That's a lot of money to be lost to online dating people who don't exist.
Yeah, that sucks. Don't give them your money. Or
Don't.
gift cards.
Yeah, and if anybody asks you to go to MoneyGram to send them some money so you can take care of that legal issue, don't do it.
Don't do it. Legal issues. Baggage. Anyways,
talking
that's a
about
red
scammers.
flag. Yeah.
If someone on Instagram says that they can take your $500 and flip it into $5,000, don't do it. It's a scam.
Nope. If anybody can take any money and do anything with it, it's a scam.
But you know it's not a scam.
Tinder?
Getting the new Forever in Transit album.
I was
It's finally
about to,
out.
I was formulating
That is not
a
a
pitch.
scam.
Hey, I could take $10 and give you a 6-panel limited edition jewel case I sort of whipped together with, I don't know, 8 amateur progressive rock tunes that you may or may not like because they're really weird.
I like them.
Thank you.
Do we have any samples? Like, do we have a pluggy thing that we can play some of the music?
Oh, I'm
at
going to
some point?
Spotify right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
Because guess what? You can find it on Spotify.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where can people buy it?
People can buy it on iTunes, Amazon. There are jewel case CDs available at foreverinTransit.bandcamp.com.
Ooh.
Albums available to stream in full pretty much anywhere you can stream to, so take your pick of platform.
I'm so
I'm a-
proud of you.
Yeah, I'm a Spotify guy myself,
I like
if I
Spotify.
may say so.
Although I bought the hard copy because it's autographed. You can't autograph an MP3.
But you can spend the $10 you would spend on coffee for a week, though.
I like. Okay, so one of my favorite things about your album, besides the music, is that on the CD it says unauthorized use is encouraged. So
Reproduction.
unauthorized reproduction is encouraged. So I asked Dan, I'm debating on getting the hard copy or the digital copy because I have a CD player in my car, a CD player in my old laptop, and he's like, well, the CD comes with a digital copy. Oh,
Well, if you download on Bandcamp, Bandcamp basically... Oh, yeah, this is the title track, Forever in Transit. It's like an instrumental prelude to the rest of the album. If you buy the CD off of Bandcamp, since they assume I'm going to be shipping it to you, you can download a digital copy immediately to listen to until the CD arrives.
oh.
But if you get a CD, you're legally allowed to just rip it into iTunes anyways.
Yeah, I'm like, Dan, how do I access the digital version? Like, just rip it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like what you've been doing for the last 2 years if you're DJing thing too.
Yep.
'Cause,
Yeah.
yeah.
We buy the CDs and put them in digitally.
Yep.
That's
them
where
in
music
digitally
is from.
for me. Yeah. So,
I wonder how much total time you spent doing that.
yeah.
In my life,
Yeah. Well, at least for the DJing bits.
for in the DJing, I know our initial import was close to 7 hours. I think our initial import from all the CDs when I put them in, and then we usually get CDs at 20 to 30 at a time.
Yeah, we buy them in bulk.
And because there's some really great CD stores around town that they're brand new CDs, and when you're DJing weddings and stuff, people aren't really looking for they don't want all new stuff, they want the classics.
Yeah.
So you can go and you can buy a
Like a compilation.
compilation best wedding songs, so top 25 songs from 1992. Perfect, we'll take it.
That was a good year.
Yeah.
Very good year.
But let's see. Oh yeah. So yeah, that was the intro, correct?
That was, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the Forever in Transit is interesting for me. I write all the music, and a bunch of my friends sort of come on board and help track the parts I can't do or they can do a lot better. So usually guitar and vocals. So it mixes a lot of my different influences like progressive rock, progressive metal, all kinds of metal subgenres like thrash death metal. The death metal not so much. New age like that intro track. Electronic ambient music, video game music. It's like a very mixed bag full of all kinds of different sorts of vibes and feels.
Yeah, I like there's very pretty parts, and there's like the head banging type stuff, and I like that mix.
This is lead single "The World That Never Was."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just figured we could have it playing underneath while we're talking.
Yeah, sure.
While we're talking about this stuff. Like Valentine's Day. And how it took 3 years for this album to come out.
Yes.
Yeah, that. Yeah,
Yep.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm very happy with it. The release went really well too. Actually, today, Brazilian metal website posted the link to Bandcamp. It's like, hey, this album came
cool.
out from North American
Nice.
Prog Metalers Forever in Transit. I'm like, I had to
Prog
translate
Metaler.
it was in Portuguese. I had to like plug it into a translator, but it
Nice.
was really, really cool to see that.
Very
I
cool.
got a whole bunch of Bandcamp plays and from them, and it's just
Nice.
like I'm like technically based in Buffalo, so it's like weird that even people on other continents are checking my music out.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
That's like the beauty of the internet.
Yeah.
You know,
totally.
it's like opened up the whole world to the whole rest of the world.
Yeah, like I think I have a couple of fans through Facebook in Japan, a couple from Argentina, like some all over Europe. Like Prague is huge in Europe, just like much closer to mainstream than it is in the U.S.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So-
Yeah, the US is interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
I remember when I went to Thailand and I was all excited to listen to Thai music, and in the airport I jumped in a van to like get transported to the hotel, and Justin Bieber was playing,
Oh yeah, it's
followed
like,
by Lady Gaga. I'm like, wait a minute.
yeah, it's like when I went to New Zealand, it was all like Gautier and Kimbra, and then American pop music, but 6 months behind what was
Yep.
trendy
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah. When I went to the Dominican Republic, like by the pool, I must have heard the Titanic song like 13 times that week.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
No,
See, I have different associations.
you're on an
with it, though.
island.
I saw this hilarious video of Children Bodom. They're like kind of like thrash power metal band. Their keyboardist just started playing it, just like an improvised version of it out of nowhere during one of their live sets.
Nice.
Just majestic.
Yeah, I like the music video for this song.
Yeah, Amanda did an awesome job on it. She's probably the last person I brought on board with the project, but she did the album artwork. She did the World That Never Was music video. She sang vocals on Trial by Fire. So, like, she ended up
Yeah,
just
she's a
like
big part.
making this release. Yeah, yeah, she's already agreed to be on board for the next album too.
Nice.
Yeah, she seems to be a woman of many talents.
Yeah, she's like just absurdly creative in every medium she touches. She's a painter. She does like video editing and like stuff like that. Really talented vocalist. She does collaborations with a lot of EDM artists from. I think she worked with a couple from Europe.
Oh wow,
A couple big releases there.
there's so much talent coming out of Mom and Dad's basement. It's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's making up for like the first like 4 or 5 years of my being down there, where it was just like this hellish cacophony of like I don't know, like junior, senior in high school. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, playing
Yeah.
guitar and drums, and basically like bandmates that would insist on having full stacks
Yeah.
cranked to 10.
I thought you were gonna say you were making up for the rest of us, the rest of the children. Or you were saying the first 4 or 5. I'm like,
You said it, Nikki,
Children.
not him.
That's where your mind went, not mine.
that's where my mind went. I'm like, yeah, I wasn't very good at the drums. I tried.
Oh, you were
So,
good.
yeah, but not.
You can still sit down and jam really well.
Oh yeah, I did at that bar the one time. I wasn't. I don't
Yeah.
think we were supposed to use the drum
Nope.
set there. Nope.
You did.
But I did.
I have that problem too.
It was just sitting there.
We were in Guitar Center the other day, and I was getting a keyboard, and I was waiting for the guy to get one from the back, which they ended up not having. They had to order it. But Nikki's like, I want to go check out the drums while you're waiting. And I was like, okay. So she left, and the appropriate amount of time it would have taken her to go to the drum section and sit down, I heard drums playing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, she's terrible now. This can't be her. This really, she's better than this.
Yeah.
Turns out it wasn't her. It was just someone
I came
who
back and
played.
there's this guy over there that's just doing terrible.
Right as she would have sat down and played. The timing was perfect.
He scared the crap out of me because
Yeah,
he wasn't playing when I got over there either. He was on his phone, and then just all of a sudden, boom! I'm like, oh my. Whew. And then it was
Jeez,
crappy too.
Jeez, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel there's always one person at Guitar Center though. You go and they're just like total virtuoso. It's like they just go to practice at Guitar Center.
Yeah, they
Oh,
go
yeah.
to show off how good they are.
I may
Yeah.
have done that once or twice.
On what
Not very
instrument?
The drums.
Usually
Oh.
guitar.
The electric drums with the
Sometimes
headphones
drum.
on, so you couldn't tell.
Yeah, right.
You just move the things.
Yeah, there was the Guitar Center in near Times Square. Last time I was in New York, I went to. There were just like full band practices happening in that Guitar Center. It was just like
For
this
free.
massive like underground Guitar Center,
Nice.
and they were just like having band practices with all the like just floor instruments there.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Nice.
It was like, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
You go in, there's like those 4 riffs you know you're going to hear when you're in
Yeah.
Guitar
Mhm.
Center.
And then there's me in the keyboard section, just with the most obnoxious patch, playing all these like weird atonal. I don't know. I have to say my threshold for what is dissonant has gone way up in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Like you could play like straight up, like pound your fist on the keyboard. I'm like, this is quite musical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like what you're doing with that.
Did you ever go to Darien Lake and play on that electric drum
All the time.
video game just to show
Yeah.
off? Yeah, me too.
Nah, not
It's
to show
$1.
off.
Yeah,
Just because
because people would crowd around you and be like, "Oh, they're playing
That-
along to a song."
that never happened to me.
That's
Wow.
how Rich must feel at Lasertron at the punching bag game.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
jeez, yeah. It's
Rich
like-
has spent his life saving.
That is his showing off at Guitar Center.
So you could, yeah. At Lasertron, there's this boxing game where you just punch this punching bag as hard as you can, and we can never get the high score, but
yeah.
Rich has a pretty good pound for
Side
pound,
note,
like,
this one's my favorite.
Level
Oh,
all
yeah.
waves.
Yeah.
level out waves. This is good one
Yeah,
too.
this is the very last one I wrote for it.
Yeah, I like this one, by the way. Sorry.
This was the last.
Yeah. Yeah, and
I
I
like all the
actually,
songs.
the very last thing I tracked too, I got the Seaboard last year, and I really wanted to include it on a song. I mean, most of the album was already tracked by that point, but
Oh yeah.
there's a big like spacious outro at the end. So I'm
Yeah.
like,
But like
add it
this
there.
bass line is I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And explain the Seaboard. If I had to explain it, I would say it's a black keyboard.
That's accurate. It is.
I would
black.
describe
But
it
go into
as,
more detail.
As a person who doesn't have one and hasn't played with one, I would say that it's a keyboard where the spacing between the whole keys and half keys is extremely diminished, and it's very smooth, so you can flow from note to note as if you're floating on the sea.
Accurate. Yeah, it's continuous silicone surface with ridges to indicate where the center of the pitch is. You can slide in between notes, so playing vibrato right on the key, so you know it can be as expressive as like say a violin or a more analog instrument. Playing lower on the key versus higher on the key is a controller. The pressure that you put in after you hit the key controls parameters. The speed of your release controls parameters, so you can actually define your synthesizer to respond however you want in any direction of motion. So it's just absurdly expressive.
Nice. Hey, what did you get?
It's if D'Angelino was a keyboard.
Yeah, pretty much. Question.
But not expressive.
Dan,
You are to me, damn it.
what did you get on your English portion of the SATs? I think they're graded differently from when I went, but you use big words that I have to look up sometimes.
I don't even know. I think
Silicone?
No, I think I got 640 on both the math
No.
and
Release?
English part.
640. No, there's like words in your in the album cover that I was like, I don't know what that means. There's a word that began with an E. Or no. Oh no, it's in the last song.
Ephemeral?
Ephemeral. What does that mean?
I mean, I'm just like scanning the lyrics right
Yeah,
now.
that one.
Like impermanence.
What does that
fleeting,
mean?
Like it doesn't last.
Okay. You had to explain it. You had to like break it down twice for me.
Like life is ephemeral,
Gotcha.
basically, or like I don't know.
Yeah.
I
like
don't
this
know.
song.
I'm a big fan of thesauruses when I'm writing lyrics.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Have you ever-
I want to say this, but this is stupid. So let me find a word that sounds just more upscale. I don't know.
It's like in Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt when
I haven't seen that.
Titus
Oh my gosh, dude.
Titus Andromedon tries to make a song and everything rhymes with Pinot Noir.
And then Nikki takes it one step farther and goes, "Her in a car, Pinot Noir."
Probably in the time.
Oh, that's great.
So,
No, it's a funny show.
yeah.
I recommend it.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I think Anna watched it, right?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
So Nikki, the other night, speaking of shows that you guys watch, and I haven't.
Oh, okay. You don't need to anymore. Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Wait, are we gonna
Um,
give away? Is there a spoiler?
No,
alert?
no, because
don't
I
know.
changed the channel. I'm
no,
laying,
for
I'm-
the listeners.
I don't care. I'm laying. I'm
There
laying on
might
the
be a
couch.
spoiler for Gravity
Spoiler
Falls.
alert for Gravity Falls. I don't really think it is. I was laying on the couch. I had
This
a long
is the
day.
Seaboard, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm laying on the couch, and Nikki's like, "Here's the remote," but she gave me the remote that's for like the Netflix, not the remote to change the channels, and it was on the TV.
Ah,
And
So you could have moved. You just didn't.
I ended up moving because I'm watching it, and I'm like, this intro isn't the same intro that it normally is.
oh, okay. I know what's going on.
So I have seen probably 1.5 episodes, but not one whole episode and a half episode, just enough like here and there that would equate to 1.5 episodes.
Yeah.
And Nikki leaves me without the remote. I'm like going to take a nap. I'm not planning on watching TV.
Yeah.
And she leaves me with the final episode of Gravity Falls.
Oh shit.
Sorry.
All I see is like stuff happening, and I was like, I know I'm not supposed to know what that is or what that is yet.
Sorry.
And the whole thing with like the relationship between the two dudes, like that's all like, hey, here it is now, guys. Congrats.
Yep. Sorry about
Here
that.
you go, Joe.
I'm really bad at spoiling things. You heard about the time I was venting to Anna about somebody spoiling the end of Dexter, and then I told her what the end of Dexter
Oh,
was
yeah,
because she hadn't
yeah.
heard it. Yeah.
Classic
I'm
Nikki
like-
moment.
I'm like, I can't believe Courtney told Anne Marie that this happened. And Anna looked at me. She's like, you know, I haven't seen the end, right? I'm like, oh.
Nikki's a nice accidental
There's a lot of
ruiner.
oopsies. I ruin a lot. I say a lot of things that I probably shouldn't on accident without thinking. I think before I speak.
Opposite.
Opposite.
Reverse that.
Reverse that. I speak
Case in
before
point.
I think. Explain this one, Dan.
This is actually the very first song I wrote for like a metal band context, completely by myself.
And the name.
The Glass Bridge.
Very good.
I wrote it in 2011, and it's been revised like 7 or 8 times completely. I mean, like this part has basically remained the same. This is, I think, the very first section I wrote, but just at that time I wasn't really much of a guitarist, so I was like trying to like notate it out, and that's where having a whole bunch of friends that are guitarists come in handy. Like most of my friends are just guitarists. I don't know.
Yeah. Did you write the guitar or did
I wrote all the instruments, all the
instruments,
lyrics.
okay.
I just didn't perform them.
but you didn't
myself.
perform them.
Yeah.
But you wrote them.
Are there any plans to perform as a full group?
It's been discussed. The tough part would just be coordinating everybody's schedules because we're all in different bands, all in different projects.
Right.
Like Dave is absurdly busy, and I'd
The
love
singer?
to have him. Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
love to have Dave come on to sing. Like Jeremy and James, the 2 main guitarists, said they'd be down. Andrew Hefner, he played bass on a couple tracks. He said he'd be down to play bass. The challenge too, since I did drums and keys myself, would be
Right.
which one do I do, and then I need to find a musician to cover the other one. So I've been thinking I can play drums and just pipe the keys in through on a backing track if
Yeah.
it comes to that.
Are there any like because I'm not in the prog world, are there any like music festivals or anything like that you guys could get together to do like one show at type thing?
I've actually really wanted to talk to. There's a promoter in town, Dave Karchewski, that books a lot of prog bands. He plays in a really great band, Turning Virtue. I want to talk to him about maybe setting up a local prog showcase because there are a few really good prog bands in the Buffalo area, like Weapon X especially, basically Arm Cannon, but they play prog metal. So that would be really cool to do.
That'd be sweet. I would go.
Yeah. Yeah, and he books at Ironworks too. That'd be the perfect venue.
Ironworks
for
would
it.
be great.
Ironworks is good because they also have beer.
I'm Facebook
Oh, yeah.
friends with Josh Holzman, the guy who is the GM there.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, sound there is always great too.
Yeah, I like that venue.
I'm pretty sure I'm the reason Cuckoo Kangaroo played at Ironworks.
And we were the only ones there that weren't teachers
And without children.
and without children.
Because when Cuckoo
Yeah.
Kangaroo put on their website, on their Facebook, they're like, hey, we're looking for places to play. If you know a place, let us know. And I sent them a list. But I went deep. I was like, not only the name of the place, but their main number, the point of contact, their email address, their number. Like, here's how you get to these places. And I ranked them in like order of like, this would be most likely where you could get in down.
Yeah.
And Ironworks was farther down that list.
Yep. Yeah, and it was like one of the only concerts I've ever been able to see at because it was all children.
It was great.
I was really tall.
Yeah, and I'm so spoiled by being a prog fan living in Buffalo because like all these like big prog bands come through and they play like Ironworks.
Yeah.
And since there are
tiny
only
venues.
only like 50 people there, I'm able to like basically be like right next to the stage without it being obnoxious.
Yeah.
And even
And-
if that place is packed,
You
it's
still-
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's still
totally.
awesome.
And live sound's always great. So, like Dave's always really great about it, like introducing me to the bands too. So it got me a lot of really cool musicians that way.
You've actually like, what do we trained under some of them or?
Oh, yeah,
is that the right word?
Well, I just took lessons with
Took
a few of
lessons,
them.
yeah.
Took songwriting lessons with Paul Masvidal from Cynic. He's the guitarist and vocalist. And then last year, drove out to Cleveland and took a sound design lesson with Diego Tejeda from Haken.
And then you guys brought us back Alaskan Brewing Company beer, right?
Oh, yeah. I did,
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome.
Because they aren't in New York yet.
Yeah.
So greatly appreciated.
So just things that sort of happened along the way.
Yeah. Very good.
Nice. Well, I want to wrap this up here because it's getting late and it is Valentine's Day and we have to have dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't forget, go to foreverinTransit.bandcamp.com to purchase. And if you want, you can always just check it out on Spotify.
Bandcamp, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music. Take your pick.
But
Yep.
this is for you, Dan. This is for you. Just a little
Oh, what is
taste.
that?
This is from the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Oh, okay.
Nothing.
I'm making a music video. It's called Pinot Noir, an ode to black penis.
Classic. Action.
Pinot Caviar, Myanmar, mid-sized car. You don't have to be popular. Find out who your true friends are. Pinot Noir. In the boudoir.
What's the voicemail? Call it again. Call it again.
Pinot Noir, smoke a cigar. Revenge can be spectacular. Pinot Noir, Pinot Noir, Pinot Noir, Pinot Noir. Pinot Noir, leather bar. Oh, so close and yet so far. Pinot Noir, Pinot Noir. Pinot Noir, you're a star. Listen to Tom Berenger.
He used his thesaurus.
Roseanne Barr. Pinot
That is an impressive hook.
Yep.
That was impressive.
Yep.
Right? Isn't that great?
Although it doesn't compare to Forever in Transit, but
I was gonna say just the juxtaposition of just like club
That's the
EM
opposite.
with prog.
yep. Yep. What song should we close out with? States of Disconnection?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Last track
That'll
on the
be-
album.
Yeah, I think
it's
that's probably a good one to.
a bit of an epic. It's a massive guitar solo by James Jagow. Just
Very
this
good.
absurdly talented lead guitarist I've known for basically forever since I first started writing for Forever in Transit, actually.
Nice. So we're going to end here. I'm going to let this play through fully so you guys can get it. This has been episode 105 of Diligent Loiter with Dan Sciolino-Forever In Transit. Don't forget you can call or text us. It's 530-68DL-POD, 530-683-5763. Email the show, diligentloiter@gmail.com. And as always, stay serious about doing nothing.
All the time in the world, you realize bleeding an ephemeral heart. The best of times, you struggle to make sense of mixed signs. You're lost. Everyone you know is drifting.